Так, доброго дня, дорогі українці.
Good afternoon, dear Ukrainians. I am glad to see you. Our resistance continues, our people's war against Russia. Yesterday we received new European Union sanctions, European Union economic sanctions, as well as personal sanctions. Yesterday there were some personal sanctions as well as economic ones against Russia from the United States. We are pushing forward very well along this track, and the reign of pressure on Russia is getting stronger. And you can see from the news that's coming from Russia that life there is getting worse and worse. Well, I must say that later it will be even worse. Now the hunt for Russian oligarchs is happening all over the world. They are desperately overtaking their yachts, their planes, looking for a place to shelter them. Overall, we are working with countries to minimize circumvention of sanctions against Russia. One of the most important, there are actions that need to be done, and we are doing them right now, and it gives the country distinct results. But there are also strategic goals. First of all is the legal track. Yesterday, the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe took a decisive step towards expelling Russia from the Council of Europe. I, as a former ambassador of this organization, know this story and take it largely personally. Everything, absolutely everything, literally everything that I said in the Council of Europe and what the deputies said over the years, everything happened literally that way. The fact that this organization took so long to finally understand who Russia is, that it does not deserve to be even considered a member of civilized European world. It took time, but in the end, the truth won. Our truth. When it comes to international courts, the position is the same. It will take some time, but in the end, it is our truth that will win. A prosecutor of the International Criminal Court is present in Ukraine right now. I had contacted him. The Office of the Prosecutor General of Ukraine works very well in collecting evidence of war crimes, crimes against the humanity committed by the Russian Federation. We thank all Russian officials for recognizing the commission of war crimes. In particular, Minister Lavrov, who said that they deliberately bombed a clinic and a maternity hospital in Madrid. These are all proofs of their crimes, for which they will eventually answer. And believe me, this is a matter of principle, in order for this responsibility to come. So is today's news from the UN International Court of Justice, where we have filed a lawsuit accusing Russia of violating the Genocide Convention. We hold our fingers crossed. Our position is very strong. Well, you see how the president works. As on the diplomatic track, it literally makes sense everywhere. Everyone hears his voice and his position. His position is listened to, so all the verticals of diplomacy from the president to our diplomats working in embassies are all sharpened for concrete results. Only results in the defense of Ukraine. There will be more sanctions, there will be more pressure on Russia, more isolation of Russia, and this process is already irreversible. Everything Ukraine had talked about for years, and what no one wanted to hear about, finally they heard it. Everyone heard about us, and everything that we talked about began to come true. Unfortunately, we are paying the price for this. It's terrible war. But this war was not our choice. This is a war imposed on us. But just as it was imposed on us, we will resolve it in a very simple way, a victory. Victory thanks to the efforts of everyone. And I thank everyone who makes the effort. Everything, even a small thing. Do what you can to help. Yesterday in London there was a huge demonstration in front of the office of the famous company Unilever, which refuses to leave Russia. A huge number of people came to protest against this. I sincerely thank you for your efforts. Big business must leave Russia. It must stop making money on the blood of Ukrainians. They have 100,000 arguments about why they should stay, and all these arguments are worthless. They must leave for moral reasons if they want to maintain their reputation and do not business on blood. And they must be purely pragmatic for business reasons, because Russia's economic policy is completely unpredictable. They can simply take away the businesses there because they could dislike someone. As simple as that. Hold on to victory, hold on and hold on now. Honestly, it is very difficult. It is not easy. There are things that upset us. There are sins that get out of hand, but you have to get up and raise your hands, get back on the track and go forward. Despite everything, go forward to victory and we will definitely win. Take care of yourself and glory to Ukraine.